Hello, folks. 1 second. Here we are, baby. All right. Where is it?
Good joy.
Bam! All right, folks. Today we are doing something strange. Let me move this over. We are playing Banjo Bamboozle, but different. I love Banjo Bamboozle. It's my favorite game franchise. Look at this. It is Super Mario 64, but in Super Mario 64. Oh boy, what do we have today? Oh boy, the thing we are having today is Banjo Bamboozle. Exactly, Shane. That's the way she goes. Let me. Oh, can I not move the camera with my mouse? That's stupid. On YouTube. Boop. Story. Let me put it on Twitter. Controller only. No, I can actually do stuff with my mouse, weirdly enough. We need to set up something for co-op next week. We need to kind of look on Friday exactly what we're going to do for next week. But we could do something co-op. Waluigi got that dumpy. Hey, leave Waluigi alone. Share. Then copy. Like on a Wednesday. We need to plan it on like a Wednesday. I am live. Post. No, I didn't look into it, but it's not that hard. No, I haven't. I haven't looked into it at all. It's also been a bit of a hectic week. Lots of stuff going on this week. But it's been a good week, though, in general. Well, I mean, except for one thing. But aside from that, it has been pretty great. But I think that one thing that didn't go too well will not end too badly for me. That should be fine. Should be manageable. Huh. How many do I need? I love this software though. Oh god. Boink. Oh, there's something trapped in here for sure. I just learned that possibly dying symptoms is just stress, allergies, and the fucking flu. Did you Google it? That's a massive mistake. Also, I hope it got better. There must be another red coin here, right? Must be. Ow. Not even? I expected another one to be here. There ain't none. Glad I've got it to you then. To you too. What? What do you mean exactly? Hey, Soren. Whoop. Oh, did you see that, baby? That was tight. Tight. I'm glad they got rid of... Oh, shit. That's where one of the coins was. I'm glad they got rid of Mole Man, or whatever his name is. Fuck, what is his name again in Banjo-Kazooie? I forgot. Because the one thing that I kind of despise about Banjo-Kazooie is the intro of Banjo-Kazooie takes forever and is so tedious. It's great, though, if you haven't played in a while, but I think it just takes longer than it should. It'll certainly be faster. And I said, go call the emergency place since we're closed. No, I used my doctor's practice place. Oh yeah, Bottles. That's his name. Yeah, Bottles. I do think Bottles is fun, though. As in, I like Bottles as a character. Son of a bitch. Hey, there's the red coin. I was about to say. I'm looking for you, you bastard. Oh, but... Oh, come on. Also, chat. The dinner I made last night was crazy. It was crazy good. I also need to come up with more donation incentives. Kinda. Because naming a Pokemon was a good one, but I need to come up with more stuff like that. I need to add some widgets, I think, to the stream. It'd be fun if there are a couple of widgets, ways you guys could mess with the stream in a way. That is not, like, too obnoxious. As in, sort of manageable. Because the stream has to remain enjoyable, after all. But I should come up with that kind of stuff. I know there are plugins for it. I need to kind of look into that next week. Also, I added the 2 new emojis for members. Have a Wheel of Torture. You mean like crowd control? Yeah, something. Or something, oh fuck, fun on screen. Something extra. Or like crowd control. A Wheel of Torture is something I want to do like kind of physical at some point. I have like a couple of ideas for like physical stuff I can do. Like I have a whole list of like kind of stream goal stuff. I think I'm gonna work on that because I need more games to like that we can stream, so I need to prep some of that. And I need to prep some stuff for like upcoming streams, and I need to add some oh. Whoa, you can swim with these? I didn't know that. Jump high, grab the thing. Like the Wheel of Torture would have stuff like on it like 10 squats. Yeah, stuff like that. That could be fun. Just minor things, nothing like massive. Not like it blows up the entire game or nothing too like absolutely unhinged. I like that Bottles get slimed in the second game. I don't even remember that. Awesome SM64 ROM hack, and hello again. Oh, hello, Matthew. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I got like, I made like a little thumbnail and thing for Star Road, and I made a little thumbnail thing for this. I want to add some more like Zelda stuff we can play, like ROM hacks and stuff. On Friday, I'm probably gonna do some extra prep for like stream, some Wheel of Doom type stuff. Ow. Well, that was very short-lived. Okay. Nope! I need that red coin. Oh, the other one's there in the tree. Oh, it's in the tree. Hop. Okay, now we got 5. But the Wheel of Torture would be fun. I actually want to do like a physical... Shit. I think I need to... Wait. Exercise. PTSD flashback to me doing a push-up every time Wily sweared. Push-ups ain't that heavy. Whoa. Wait, I think I'm better off jumping from there. Oh, no, Waluigi, you idiot. And he doesn't even grab the ledge. I played this one before on my own personal second annual August Mario month in 2025. I've enjoyed this SM64 ROM hack when I played it. Yeah, so far it seems pretty neat. I love Banjo Bamboozle. Yes. Why do you keep saying SM64 ROM hack and not something logical? Feels very bought. I mean, that is... but everything else about the message is not bought. Why is that texture shimmering? Don't think that's supposed to be... There's now... Yeah, there are now 2 Matthews with double T's. That is true. There's a one up on the house! Quickly! No! Wait, I probably... Wait. Yes. I got it. My mind talks like that. Don't worry about it, Matthew. That's a rather waterful thing. A waterful looking Mario. Yeah, I know, right? Mario has had leg extension surgery. You know, like those weird people who go to like foreign nations because they're like 5'9" and they feel very insecure. So somebody smashes the bones in their leg in order to add 2 inches of length. Mario went through a similar procedure because he was also very insecure. And now he's a tall man. Lanky and brittle, but tall. Why is the water not flowing though? That is a bit Uncanny Valley-ish. I suggest we have the 2 Matthews fight to death. Alright, Matthew off. Here we go. No shame, we fused him. What, like Dragon Ball Z style, or... What way are we fusing them? How will they become one? Will their powers combine? Who knows? Holy moly. Waluigi does one hell of a trick. Where are these last red coins? I'm gonna look for... Wait, you know, I'm gonna get on top of Spiral Mountain and I'm gonna... look around with my eye. I hope they run... Oh, hey, there's one. Okay, so we got like 7 now. We need like 8, if I remember correctly. 8 it's always. Why do I have 8 stars in this? Ha! Why do I have 8 stars in this? I was already kind of wondering why the game just started. Wait. Of course, Dio has been screwing around in this file. I did not expect there to be a save. How do you reset it? I don't know how you reset it. As in the save. I was already wondering, why do I have 8 stars? What the hell? But it's because of Dio. Oh, it's in the waterfall. I see it. After this, we're going to go into a level and have a little look-see. Ho, 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 ho. Son of a... Ah. Waluigi, you useless. I didn't screw around with this. Or did a save. What? Okay. How does that work then? Let me put my dinner into the... Because I am very hungry, so I'm gonna grab my dinner immediately. Because I don't have much other food laying around, but I just... Like I said, everybody, I need to go to the shops tomorrow. Waluigi, you're not tired. I mean lanky Mario. I mean bone-stretched Mario. Fuck! I know where it comes from then. What imagine Shane, I like Shane's suggestion of magic. Since I got this pack from the Mario 10 streaming day. Oh, it must have been somebody else who did it then. That is crazy! Shit, that was too early. I wonder how you reset it then. Well, we can always redo stars. It doesn't matter that much anyway. Ah. I need to do like the last of a triple jump at the very end and then like dive into it. So Dio, why did you have the triple baka pack installed? Yeah, Dio. Good luck answering that son of a... Okay, focus mode. Okay. Fuck! Too early! I don't know, it came with it! Oh shit, Dio. Here it comes. You're getting ousted now. Alright everybody, we know what to do. We've all been on the internet long enough. We know we need to do a horrendous cancelling now. Yes, a Jiggy! A Jinxie! I see no flaw in that argument, alright. Magic? Magic? Alright, let's run up Spiral Mountain. Oh! Mario, come on. Lanky Mario. Do you think Nintendo is like aware of all the stuff around Waluigi? I don't know why Nintendo just doesn't capitalize on Waluigi. Sure, they might think as like prudent, conservative Japanese men, these people are weird, I am scared. But you found the Jiggy, would you like to save? Yes. Jigger! In, out. Clipped out of bounds almost. Oh, I love Grutilda. Or whatever her name is again. Since Camelot made Waluigi. Oh. Yeah, I know that is true because of the tennis games, right? Just blame everything on the internet. Like Timmy Turner whenever somebody asks him how he got something magic. For example, the dinosaur. Well, I mean, that's a strategy that worked in like the early 2000s, because the internet was a magical place filled with dangerous things, and children shouldn't have been let on it without supervision. But now the internet's gated off. It's not cool anymore. I also saw something absolutely crazy today. I was at a friend's place before the gym, and to pick up a camera, and his girlfriend, apparently, I didn't even notice, works for like a multimedia company who like manages lots of like YouTube channels. Like those garbage corpo YouTube channels with no actual personality or opinion. And they do a lot of kid stuff. And these, like, mind you, these channels, like one of them, she showed me multiple of them, but one of them, for example, got like 250 million views in a year. So that's like, give or take 20 million views a month. That is incredibly high. That is a solid like 100x higher than what we're getting at the moment. But I hope to scale up. But even if to compare it with like Zeltek or something, who's making quite a lot of content and has not stopped in between or anything, really. Even he gets like 1.2, 1.3 million views a month. And they're getting like 25 million. But because it's kids content and they don't want to adjust anything, because I said, why don't you change it to an older demographic, you know? But they really want to stay in the kids niche. But they can't take on any sponsorships or anything, because you can't really advertise to kids, because that's illegal in a lot of places. You can't do any sponsorships in videos. But because their content is labeled as made for kids, because it really is marketed and done like that immediately, and it's made for kids, they get 25 million views, and they make video views, not shorts. They make around $800 a month. That is shockingly low. A channel of that size should make more like 100 grand a month, not like 800. It's pretty crazy. But apparently, so it's a clear sign that if you turn on Made for Kids on YouTube and you hope to have a financially sustainable channel, that it's literally impossible, because you get paid like 3 cents per 1,000 views. Something crazy low like that. Hey Ramon, welcome to the stream. Also, hello Sora, welcome. Also, hey Pretzel. Also, Pretzel, I added new emojis. Check it out. I added evil and awkward Wily. Also, yeah, this is Waluigi. This is like Super Mario 64 X Banjo Bamboozle. By the way, did you hear that Sully Pone, Zelda Master's brother, and his wife are expecting a child? No, not at all. I haven't spoken to Sully in like ages. I spoke to him here and there, and I saw him here and there at like conventions and stuff pre-COVID, but after COVID I haven't really spoken to him or seen him much. But I'm glad to hear that he's doing well. Also, yeah, Zelda Master is becoming an uncle then. Also, Zelda Master also has a child. Like, it's really becoming, it's kind of funny. And I'm kind of sad that I'm missing out on this. But it's really becoming the dad zone. Like, yeah, the Zelda community is really becoming the dad zone. I swear to God. Let me shrink this slightly because it'll look a little... Never mind. Let me just shrink it like that. It'll look a little bit better. But it's really becoming the dad zone. And I'm kind of sad that I'm missing out on this. Shit. Why don't I have a girlfriend? Gosh darn it. That wants kids. That wants kids. Don't have a girlfriend, but I've had many of them that also didn't want kids. But like, Zelda Master has a kid. Like, is a father now. Zeltek is a father now. His child was recently born. Which I'll probably see his child for the first time ever in like August, because I'm gonna go to his place in August. He was supposed to come here in April, but he didn't have time because there was like chaos with the kids. Because he's really in that stage where like the kid kind of goes off like an alarm clock 6 times a night. And he was like, I cannot leave my wife behind, you know. I can't leave Katie behind to just deal with it, whatever, you know. Lamau. Later, I'm going to hang out in the Netherlands. So, otherwise he would have been here in April. But I'm going to go to his place in August, because there's like a cider festival or something in the UK. So we're going to hang out there, and we're going to do that. But he has a child. Zelda Master has a child. Sully Pones has a child. Everybody, like, it's becoming the dad zone. It's kind of funny, though, how long we've all been doing YouTube. That now, 10 years later, it's becoming, like, the fucking dad zone. We're all, like, in our late 20s, early 30s, you know? It's kind of funny how life goes. I have friends of mine who are getting married as well. Like, it's stuff's evolving fast. Oh, there's a little shell down here. I can't really go anywhere, though, with this shell, so what is the point? The dad zone plus Dr.Wily. I know, right? I don't know if I'll have kids, though. I'd be open for it, but it's not a must. That's how I've always looked at it. That's how I've been looking at it for a long time. If I end up with a girl who's like, I really want kids, or we both think, yeah, that would be fun, then we do it. But if she's like, nah, and I think she's really cool, and I want to stay with her, then no kids, I guess. I'd be fine with either, you know? It's not like a must. Although it would be cool to have a kid. I will mold him or her into the ultimate human being. Wily, why aren't you pregnant yet? Also, you said they get 1 million views a month and that only nets them 800 a month. No, they get 25 million views a month. This is like the girlfriend of a friend of mine who works for like a media company, and they just own a bunch of corporate channels that just make garbage kids videos. We've all seen them, you know, overly bright thumbnails, etc. We all know what they look like. Those ones. But that, like, those channels, like, she showed me a couple of them, but like all of them get like 20 to 25 million views a month. That's like 20 times as much views as Zeltec gets, for example. Or like 10 times as much as like Austin John Plays gets, for example. And they get for 25 million video views, not shorts, not reels, like none of that, like 25 million video views, they get $800. So they get like a couple cents per 1,000 views. And that's just because the videos are labeled as made for kids. So they make... No! Oh my god, I was so close. Did you see that? I'm gonna try that again. So it's just... I just saw that, and it was just crazy to me that they get so many views, yet they make no money. Literally, no money. I don't know how it's sustainable. They release like 3 videos a day, or like every 2 days. They also spam like crazy, which was... But most of the videos don't even get that many views. It's just because of volume. Son of a... Oh, I'm so... That should work. I can pull this off. Waluigi, just jump. Whoa. Dr.Wily, we are your kids. No. No. I'm not gonna adopt any of you degenerates. I want normal children. But let's first get a girlfriend. Let's start at the beginning. I would never, like, this is, in my opinion, one of the craziest things to do. I don't know if this is a controversial take at all. If it is, then I find it weird to be a controversial take. The craziest thing is, like, women who want kids but cannot find the right partner, which already kind of press X for doubt. Like, I mean, I know a lot of guys who are single who are not idiots. They don't have massive debts. They have a normal job. They are responsible. They keep their apartment or house clean, and they're organized and not, like, socially or emotionally stunted. But they, like, can't get a partner, so they just raise a child on their own. I'm like, that is crazy. You are putting that kid at a massive disadvantage by doing it on your own. Like, I don't know why people do that. I find that such a crazy thing. Then at that point, it becomes very selfish, in my opinion. And you're not thinking of the well-being of the child. You're thinking about your own wants and desires more than the well-being of the child, in my opinion. It's weird. But some people do it. how's this going? Yo, are we burnt to death yet? Ow. I'll put this at like 10 minutes. That should be good. Like, 11. Alright. Oh, I'll have some scran in a bit. Yeah. I'm glad I made food yesterday, so I don't have to do anything today. The dad's... I still like the dad zone plus Dr.Wily. I'm good with kids, though. I like kids. It's fun. I wouldn't mind being a dad. Holy shit. It's not like I'll go absolutely insane, but... Waluigi Mario? Yeah! It's like Banjo Bamboozle x Mario x Waluaga. Oh my god, free loot!
Oh, yeah.
These jiggies are easy to find, though. This is kind of out there. Or you like, ow. Collect like red coins. Alright, come on, Luigi. I was about to say, this stuff is so much... Thank you, that's what I wanted. Bonk. But why is adopting me not an option? Because you're an adult and apparently a degenerate. According to your own words. For the most part. So, you tell me, mister. No! I swear to God, I need to do it the other way. Because Waluigi just... Jump! Just, why don't you grab the ledge? Okay, watch this. 1, 2, 3. No, no, no! Waluigi, you really suck at grabbing ledges. How about I'll be... No. Shane, fuck off. Maybe instead of coming back and making videos on Dr.Wily again, I should have just deleted this channel, Shane. If you say stuff like that, those thoughts are popping back up in my mind. Maybe I should have just deleted this awfully failed experiment. Are you just, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. No. Too easy. Come on, jeez Louise! Wah! True wah! I'm almost there, like 100 times. Yes! Oh, finally. Okay, what are we doing? What is happening? Do I see anything? There's a red coin there. Cool. There's probably one on those as well, yeah. Okay. In before, this whole YouTube channel is actually a social experiment. Yeah, exactly. No, this entire channel is just me not wanting to get a normal job or profession. Because that is lame. Yes! Ow. Waluigi broke both legs. End of the game. The end. Hello, Anaya. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Banjo Bamboozle's second adventure. There it is. Oh, there's a jigsaw there. And the last coin. Alright, I need one more and then I have everything. What is that sign over there as well? So curious. Yeah, it's just down here. Whoop! Wait, I have 8. What happened? I have 8. I'm being lied to. This game is gaslighting me. by the government to research mind control. Well, I don't know of that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but if you were to do a more common job, what would you do yourself? Stock stuff aside. Yeah, aside from working in finance, basically. But even then, the work I do now in finance is just like I don't really have a boss. I just run my own portfolio, and there's like some kind of general guidelines / rules I need to follow. Aside from that, it's just whatever I feel like, you know, what I write about, what I invest in. I just need to keep like safe allocation. I can't just dump 100% of my money into meme stocks or stupid shit. Is Waluigi too big for this jiggy? But I think if I would go into a normal job, I've always done gardener. I've been a gardener for a while. Done that. I've worked with animals in the past. I'd love to do that. I think if I would go back into an actual job, I would either do something tech, or I would do something with animals or nature in general. For example, forest ranger would also be a lot of fun. No, Mark. Why did Nintendo not realize that they could have designed SM64 like Sunshine? Can I just not get that jiggy because Waluigi's model is just too big? I really hate that that jump is not easy to do in SM64. Alright, now I want that thing at the top. Pieperboer. No, I'm not gonna sell potatoes. I would basically I would go into forestry. That would be a lot of fun. Like gardener or forestry. I like that. Or I would do something tech. Probably. If it's not finance, you know, like either finance, tech, or forestry, something like that. I could do a lot of stuff. I've also, like, I've done a lot of stuff in the past, you know. I've worked on farms, I've done gardening. Like, I can quite easily roll into, like, let's say nothing works and I absolutely botch everything and I'm dead and I'm screwed over and blah, 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 blah. It would actually be quite easy for me to, like, get a job and just recover and bounce back. It would actually be quite easy. Because I know quite a lot of people, so there are quite a lot of places I could probably just work or get, like, training and work, because I have it in, you know? And I've done a lot of stuff in the past. I've worked at farms, I've done gardening work, I've done bicycle repair. So there's like a billion things I could do. Veterinarian assistant? Unlikely. Because the schooling required for that, like one of my ex-girlfriends did that. The schooling required is crazy, and the pay, which puts you in a lot of student debt, and the pay is arguably pretty bad, and the job opportunities are also not great. It's not really worth all the work, you know. I would have to go back to school again for 4 years, which would put me in a decent amount of debt, and then I would earn just as much as a friend of mine who recently did a traineeship at a water company, like a water purification company, and I would earn less than him probably, even though he did like a 9-month internship at a water purification company with no experience and works like 36 hours or like 35 hours a week and earns like 3,200 euros net every month. If I would do vet assistant, I would earn less than that and work more, while also taking on significant student debt, like 20k student debt. So, you know, what's the point? The pay is shit. The debt is too much. You know, it's just like, I'd probably go into like either tech, finance, or gardening. Maybe bike shop. No, probably not bike repair shop, because that would just not make that great money. You know, it's not. It's more like a fun side hustle, you know, buying up old bikes and repairing them and then just selling them for a profit. Which is actually a very easy way to make money, by the way. I've done this with like bikes and mopeds. What does this say? I agree, Dr.Wily. It is a bit selfish for people just wanting to have children only by themselves. Yeah, it's weird, right? Mumbo, go out for herb collecting. Be back later. Alright, bye, Mumbo. Mumbo schmumbo. Yeah, it's a very selfish thing to do. I find it very weird. I think you're thinking more about your own desires than the well-being and future of your child. Especially if it's like a boy, because it's been proven that men really need male role models in order to become reputable men. Like, that are actually good for society, not a menace. Well, it could also be a monkey in the zoo. Free food, housing, and healthcare. Sick. My plan B is start a food truck. Oh, that would be so much fun, starting a food truck. I have like a billion ideas I would love to do for like work. Billion ideas. Should have some scram, chat. They recently did a survey. Less than 30% of the country knows how to fix a bike tire, which confuses me because it's so easy. Yeah, it's crazy. If you want to make a lot, arguably, like my advice, if you're like, I don't know what to do, what I want to do in terms of career or job or whatever, you know, my advice, 100%, would just be go into trades. Work with your hands. It's hard to, like in a lot of ways, it's hard to automate. Especially if it's very custom stuff, or like changing. Like you need to show up to it. It's not like mass manufactured or something. And it makes a lot of money. Because a lot of people don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to do carpentry. They don't know how to fix a bicycle. They don't know how to like fix anything related to a car. They don't understand anything. Even though it's pretty easy to do because you can find all of this on the internet. People are just lazy and don't want to do it. That's also, I think, a main reason. They can probably do it. They can probably figure it out. They just don't feel like doing it, you know? They're just like, I'll just pay this laborer and he'll fix it. But at the moment, they're making like... Son of a bitch. They are making like crazy money. How'd you get the Waluigi? I'm using the Super Mario 64 Co-op Deluxe package. Which is like an SM64 version that runs natively on Windows. And then you can do mods... And then you can do anything, basically. Including the game we're playing right now. But yeah, I also saw that survey that 30% of the country knows how to fix/change a bike tire. In the Netherlands. Which is, as a bicycle country. Which is crazy. I haven't changed, like, a bicycle tire in a while. But I can probably do it in 30 minutes. 30? Yeah, something like that, 30. The only bicycle, the only type of bicycle tire that's like hell to deal with is like a back tire. Especially a front tire is very easy. Back tire, I usually go to a bike shop to do my back tire. Like back tire is done in the bike shop. Everything else in terms of my bike I do myself. And recently, a while back, I took apart my... Why don't you hold on to the top of that, Waluigi? It's not that hard. Hope. Can the camera not be there? Where do I need to go? But for example, recently I I have an electric bike and the engine stopped working. So, and I saw that getting a completely new engine would cost me €650. And from the sounds I could hear from the engine and looking up what the engine looked like on the inside, I figured out it was one like gear made out of nylon plastic, a very strong plastic that just was like kind of toast, you know, it's just done at some point. So I bought all the required tools that I missed, which cost me around $100. Then I bought the replacement gear. I took out the entire engine, took the entire engine apart, put the new gear in it, looped it up, put the entire engine back together, put the entire engine back into the bike, hooked it up and everything, and that took me an hour and 15 minutes, and yeah, it saved me $500. And now it runs really well. So yeah, it's even though I'd never done any of that, like I've never worked on electric bikes in my life, or their engines or any of that. But again, it was very easy. It's not a very complex device. It was like 6 parts. That was the entire thing. It's not hard. Like my dad taught me how to fix a bike tire when I was 7 or 8. I can fix bikes, mopeds and stuff, not cars. Yeah, cars is a lot. I bet I could also fix cars. It's just that cars require a bridge, usually, and a lot of tools. I've also done plumbing, and I know how to fix sockets and shit. I don't know much about electrical. I haven't done electrical much. Aside from that, I've done a lot. I know, like, gardening. I know, like, carpentry. I know how to fix a bike. I know some stuff about, like, cars and, like, mopeds and stuff like that. That's not too difficult. I've done some electronic stuff, but I don't know, like, how to do, like, actual proper electrician stuff. I've never really done that. I've done a lot of, like, stuff around the house. I've, like, done painting work. I've done all kinds of shit. Really, it's better to ask what I haven't done. Which is mostly electrical. Like, actually, like, electrical in a house. Not, like, small electrical stuff. Hello, camera. Ow. Camera, why are you trapped underneath there? Thank you. No, just don't get stuck underneath there. Okay. Okay, now I need to change the camera so I can see something. I'm trying to make my way. Cars honestly aren't that hard. Yeah, that's what I kind of expected. After I took apart an entire, like, electrical engine of an electric bike, I just kind of, like, remembered again, like, all of this is easy. I fix a lot of my own stuff. The only things that I don't really fix is either because, like, I don't have the tooling, or it would just be hell to do it myself, like replacing the back tire on a bike, because it's just a lot easier with a rig where you can hook it up and, like, that would just be a lot of hassle and it wouldn't really be worth my time. But aside from that, I mostly do, even around the house here. There's only one thing I really need to fix in my apartment that I probably won't bother my landlord for. I just need to... There's, like, one light that is, like... I have those LED spotlights in my ceiling. And one of them is, like, dangling loose. Because there's, I think, some sort of clip or something that kind of plugs it in, you know, so it stays in the hole cut in the ceiling. But it still works, so I've kind of been ignoring it. But it's just dangling out there. I just kind of have to take the time to fix it. I just need to, like, grab a ladder and, like, kind of see how I can finagle it back up there. Or if there's, like, a bracket that's missing, just find that bracket or a replacement. It's probably cheap as shit anyway. Socket wrench, 10mm, and a Phillips head. Oh, that should be easy to get. I have that laying around right now. I don't have a car, and when I did have it, it was fine until it wasn't, so I never tinkered on a car. Yeah, no fair. I think if I'm going to tinker on anything, it's probably going to be my bike, Game Boys, or... I actually got something really cool recently, which I was also tinkering on. Look, chat, I'll show you something cool. Also, let me open my oven real quick so my food doesn't burn alive. Okay. Look. Look. I'll show you all something really cool. I'll show you something really nifty. Cool. Alright, chat, look at this. This is a Japanese music box lighter. I got this from a friend of mine who found it during a trip to Brazil. And the concept is easy. It is made out of 3 components. Chat, come on. Thank you. It's made out of 3 components. We have the actual lighter portion, which is just this little bit. And if you click on this side, it like hinges open. It has a little protrusion here that comes out when you click on it. And inside of here, there's a small little music box. So if you would click on it, it would start playing music when it's lit. And then when you stopped, it would stop the musical box. These were made in Japan in the 1950s, 60s, something like that. So this one is like old as hell. It is sadly enough broken, and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't because there were multiple teeth missing from the actual musical box itself, like the notes. So a couple of notes are missing, and there's one flywheel part that is missing. Getting new parts is really hard. Again, this thing was made in the 1950s or 60s. But in general, I took this entire thing apart, which is a lot of finicking. And it's a very easy mechanism. It's just really sad that I miss a part and that the teeth are damaged, so it will never play the original tune like it originally was. But it's really cool. And like this little knob on the outside, I put a screw in it just to kind of flush out the hole because there was like glue in this. Somebody glued this whole thing up and it was like, it's a normal lighter now. It was never a musical lighter. Also, I found out all of this, again, through the internet. It's really easy to find schematics or explanations of a lot of items, how they work and how they're put together and everything. But originally, there was like a winding key here for the musical box. And then if you would press, it would play a jingle while the lighter was on. And as soon as you took your finger off, it would stop. And that was it. But sadly enough, I can't repair it. It would have been really cool if I could make this work again. But it's a pretty neat little, it's a pretty neat little lighter. It's a, here, you can see the name on it. It's a Supreme musical lighter, made in Japan. Pretty cool. It's an excuse to go to Japan and find someone who fixes this. Yeah, it would be cool to fix this. I kind of want to find a store that does like musical box stuff. It's going to be pretty hard to find because it's very niche. And ask them if they have the part to fix this. Because it would be cool if this thing works. I would really love to make this work. So I want to, at some point, find somebody who can fix this. What consoles do you have? Nintendo Switch. Supreme? Yeah, Supreme. Spelled like Supreme. S-U-P-R-E-M-E. Supreme, yeah. Supreme musical lighters. Supreme musical lighter made in Japan. These things, by the way, especially in working order, are worth a lot of money. Why is the chat so delayed? No, I just react to some shit. We're very slow, but it shouldn't be super delayed. But these are actually worth a lot of money. If this thing works, even in its current state, it's a bit scratched up and not like perfect or anything, but not too bad either. This would probably be worth €300 if I can make the musical box work again. It's crazy. I think even in its current state, it's probably worth like double what he paid, or like triple what he paid. It's probably worth $50 even now. It's a cool little find. But since we were talking about fixing stuff, I thought I'd show it off. I got this thing like a week ago. No, a couple weeks. You think it's the same Supreme that makes the overpriced shitty clothes? Nah, I don't think so. Because these were made in like the 1960s. These were made like in the 1960s. These are old. They haven't been making these in like decades. Decades they haven't made these. What? Give me this plate. Time to burn my hand. Oh.
I'm tired.
No, you're not tired, Waluigi. Back to work, you slave. Ooh, this is looking scrumptious. My my veg just looks black, but it's great. No Shane? Yes, Shane? No Shane? Can somebody in chat give Shane a timeout? No, don't do it. What's for dinner? I have some roasted veg from the oven, and I have a cordon bleu, which is like 2 pieces of meat in between ham and some cheese, with a crispy outside. And the veg that I'm eating is chickpea, potato, onion, bell pepper, but it's like unrecognizable at this point because it's been cooked in fat, like in olive oil. It has been cooked so much that it has lost a lot of its original color and shape. So, my food looks like an amalgamation of black. Here, wait, I'll show you. Here, look. Chat's probably gonna think this is gonna be horrible to eat. It's like an amalgamation of like dark. Come on, don't focus on my face. Like an amalgamation of dark, but it's amazing because if you do this with veg. If you like, oh no, oh wrong setting. No, focus again. Good. Like if you put veg in the oven with like spices and herbs and like some form of fat, like olive oil or whatever, something, it will slowly suck up all those flavors and it will just become better and better and better, in my opinion. And as soon as you start to get to the edge where you're like, I think it's getting burnt, you have to continue. You don't have to think, oh, this is gonna burn. No, you continue. As long as you don't go too high on the heat and mix it every now and then and there's enough fat, it will never like actually burn. It might get a little slight char like a barbecue would do, but that's kind of it. And it just makes it better. It just makes it better. Okay, let's see where we're gonna go. Because all the black bits, you know, that come into existence, which is just pure black. Tastes amazing. Because it has sucked up all the flavors and fat. Oh my god. No, it was already here. Mambo Mountain? No, I was just here. Extra course. Not Mambo Mountain. Let me go to the other one. This looks like something straight out of a Nintendo game. What, the food? Yeah, this game's pretty good. I just need to find... No, I've already been to Mambo Mountain. I want to go to other maps. Where are the other maps? There must be more in this realm hack than just Mambo... Ow! Than just Mambo Mountain, right? What is up there? How do I get around this place again? I haven't been... Since you're... Since you repaired some stuff yourself, have you ever fixed drift from Joy-Con or Pro controllers? No. I know how to do it. It's pretty easy. I've taken them apart, but I've never fixed drift in them. I've never done that myself. It's mostly you need to find new parts and put Halifax sticks in them. And the other thing you can do is like open them up and clean them. And then recalibrate, and that will fix it for a while, but not forever. Let me have it. Let me have it. You can buy a kit online for like 20 bucks. Yeah, you need to completely replace the part. You need to change it to Halifax sticks, because those don't really drift. There must be another place we can go to. I'm thinking of self-repairing my Pro Controller. Do it! It's pretty easy. The only tip I can give you when it comes to opening stuff, especially if you don't really have any one-to-one schematics or like footage of how it's put together, is just take pictures every now and then of what it looks like, which screw goes where. Aside from that, it's pretty easy. Let's see what's in the house. Whoop. Oh, too far. How many Mario and Zelda games have you 100% it? 0. I'm not a person for 100%ing. It's not really... Alright. It's just a house. What did I expect? 100%ing is not really my thing. I don't really care for it. I'll collect some collectibles and I'll complete the story and I'll do some side quest stuff and then I get bored and I move on. I never really 100% anything. I think the closest I've ever gone to like 100% completing a game is like Resident Evil. Oh, the iFixit community is great. Ah, 3DS. I've never taken apart a DS or a 3DS. I've taken apart plenty of Game Boys, but I never took apart a 3DS or a DS because I was already incredibly annoyed with a Game Boy SP, like the clamshell Game Boys, because those are like kind of a nightmare to deal with compared to like a Game Boy Advance or a Color or a DMG, you know. But I should try to do like something with like a DS. That'd be cool. Or like a 3DS. Yeah, iFixit is great. They also have like great tools. Lolish also has like some stuff from iFixit, like tools and stuff, if I remember correctly. Like a lot of people use their stuff, and like a lot of people in the community. Well, I got all the stars in Mumbo Mountain. Oh. Womp's Fortress, Jolly Roger Bay, Click Clack Winterwood, Secret Stars. Where is Womp's Fortress? Where are the other entrances into levels? That is the conundrum. Oh my god, don't kill me. I'm just trying to eat my food. Yeah, the iFixit tip. I was about to say, I remember using it over at your place. Yeah, Womp's Fortress is my favorite Banjo stage. I know, right? Well, I can't get up there now, can I? How do I... Let me look up where the other levels are. Let me see. Here, what's it? Yeah, Treasure Trove Cove is in this. Where is it then? Oh, this is a different mod. Oh, this is the same mod. Where's the entrance to other levels, though? Let me see. Or is it like in the overworld? Not here. Oh, wow. Whoa. A lot of stuff I haven't seen yet. Whoa. Wait, that's how I need to get there? How am I getting there? Wait, how am I doing that? Okay. I know what we need to. I know where we need to go to find the other levels. Is there no unlockable abilities in this? Nope. But apparently to get to the other levels is a bit obscure, kind of hidden even. Ow, yeah, easiest to do it from there. Ow. Oh yeah, manufacturers absolutely hate you. This is why the Right to Repair Act in America was such an important thing. Perfect. Aha! Well, I don't think I even need that for what I'm going for. No, I cannot. Never mind. It might actually be a good idea to grab it. Waluigi, can you stop? Finally. Yeah, I mean, stop with this shit. Alright, yeah, alright. Just jump off. Just jump. Jesus, Waluigi, you are the most annoying man I've ever met. I love SM64. The EU just slammed phone makers with their battery bill. Yeah, rightfully so. It used to be very easy to fix a battery on a phone. Now it's hell. I understand that to an extent, you know, like we're working with smaller and smaller spaces and trying to fit more stuff in that small space. But brands like Fairphone have already showed that you can make a really good competitive phone and it can still have everything that you can replace as much possible. As much as possible, you know. So it makes... No, shit, son of a bitch. Yeah, they want to make it mandatory that you can replace batteries on phones. AKA, they're gonna strengthen right to repair, as they should. It's another W for the EU, one time of not being absolutely incomprehensible dickheads. Because normally they are. Can I even do this? Am I even good enough to be able to do this? We need to get up there. That waterfall there, if we go in there, there's what all the other levels are for some reason. Don't ask me why. Don't know how you were supposed to find this as a normal player without Google. I remember dropping my phone and the battery would fly out. Yeah, that's a bit too much. No, you can't open the backside of an Android at all. Impossible to get into. America, force age verification on OS and remove right to repair. We're going Linux and force right to repair. Yeah, I think that's 100% the better solution to do. It's crazy that the EU, that America is doing that kind of shit. Not sure how Americans can circumvent it other than moving. Yeah, or breaking OS. But, you also gotta remember, we as Europeans are very happy with how we do things. But you gotta remember, every day in the European Parliament, they're still fighting for that one law where they can preemptively, without a cause or a reason, monitor all your data because of child sex, like trafficking and stuff. You gotta remember, every day, there are a handful of European companies who say no, and that's why it's not a thing. Otherwise, Europe would love to just go all through all your text messages, all your emails, all your uploads, all your downloads, all your phone conversations, everything. Yeah, because you could be a criminal. And we don't actually need proof. We're going to immediately, like, destroy your privacy and immediately go through all your shit. Remember, that can happen at any moment. If they do that, I am 100% anti-EU again. I'm all of a sudden pro-Brexit again and shit. I swear to God, I cannot live with that. I find that such an unacceptable boundary. That's what age verification in the US is trying to do and succeeding because it's all private corporations. Yeah, I would just not use the product. I don't use iOS anyway, because I think their entire company is fucked. But I would just go over to Linux. I would just uninstall Android or iOS and just go Linux. Or some shadow rip of Linux. Is that stuff on the table? 100%. As a way to fight child pornography and child sex trafficking, they want to introduce a law where peer-to-peer encryption is illegal and not allowed, and all the messages, all your phone calls, all your emails, all your uploads, all your downloads, everything you do on the internet will be monitored, and then it's allowed to go through. So the internet will become completely permission only. Remember this. This is why politics matters. And why you open your mouth. How would you handle it if YouTube did that? If these companies actually decide to go that far, I will probably rapidly try to move away from all that. I will go with open source programs or open source jailbreak alternatives, or I'll just like move away as fast as I humanly can. I'm not gonna lie. I know everybody, for some reason in this world, will be like, yeah, I don't care if they check all my data and they store everything. And I don't have anything to hide. I think those people should be facing the sun while it sets and be shot in the back of the head. Because you are the ones who will send us to hell in a handbasket. Everybody thought it's the same thing, and then World War II happened, and then we had all the files and all the information about who the Jews were and where to find them. And then they were fucked, you know? So, like, really, those people should be shot. It's such an idiotic opinion to hold, but there are a lot of people in the Netherlands that hold this opinion. I have nothing to hide, this and that and the other. Son of a bitch, Waluigi. No, 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 grab the ledge! I'm so glad that Waluigi's... No, I would just want you to grab that ledge. It's so easy. But you just don't do it. Because it's SM64. Because it's made by somebody who... Anytime I play an SM64 a ROM hack, I remember why I don't really like SM64 that much. God, these controls are bad. Oh, I don't like SM64 controls. It pissed me off so much. Woo! But it's also a skill issue, I'll admit. Just no play. Stay on that edge. What? Why are all the other levels hidden behind this? By the way, what an idiotic choice. Who designed this ROM hack? I have no problem with stuff like cameras in specific public areas. I 100% do call it lol, because why are they allowed to film us with security cameras everywhere, but we are not allowed to use a camera in those spaces? But they are allowed to plaster it full with cameras recording us. No, 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 no. None of that. Smoke screen, brother. Where did you find this game? I've been here a minute and I already love this. This is Super Mario 64 X Banjo Kazooie. I'm running this through Super Mario 64 Co-op Deluxe. So like C-O-O-P Deluxe. Just look it up online. Super Mario 64 C-O-O-P Co-op Deluxe. And you can download a lot of mods and then host them locally. And you can even do this in multiplayer if you want. Oh, that I do not agree with. Yeah, but you know that will happen, right? Because it's like, oh, in these public places you cannot film. But they are allowed to film. You know, they're like, oh, you cannot film stuff in a municipality building. But we have cameras everywhere. It's like, yeah. Kill yourself. Fuck off, you know? I swear to God, you always got to be finger on the pulse when it comes to the feds. Because they love to make rules that apply to you, but not to them. Never trust the feds. Ow. That's enough of my ranting, everybody. And so far, the family-friendly language. Yeah, I know, right? It's just because I get annoyed by stuff like this. There's an earthquake in the game. Yeah, Mace. Just like Pretzel, you guys have new emojis. You have Evil Wily and Awkward Wily. Or like Evil, Unhinged Wily. Depends on what you want to call it. Oh. Oh. Hoppa. I know mods, but America is landsliding into authoritarianism. I'm not gonna lie. That's all I'll say about that. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat, while I spit game. Yeah, baby! Waluigi, get a grip! You're a working man now! A working man! a government during the entire history of humanity. Evil. At this point, I'm just in cybersecurity to know how much the government really knows about us already to see if it's too late. Yeah, having some semblance of an idea of cybersecurity ain't a bad thing. Although I will say it's kind of impossible to defend yourself, especially when it comes to cybersecurity. I'm not even that afraid of the feds. At this point, I'm more afraid of like crazy state actors like North Korea. Because they have turned hacking into like a day job, like a profession. They have entire hacker groups that steal untold amounts of money and do crazy stuff every day. And they have been a real menace and a pain in my ass personally. They've genuinely cost me a lot of money. These guys cannot stop hacking crypto platforms that I have money in. And it... no! What? I hate Waluigi. I wish I could throw him off a cliff. Feed him to the sharks. Come on, get up there, get up there. No, of course, too short. Yeah, no, never mind. Just let go. What the? I really hate you, Waluigi. Tammy used the ground pound already. Why would I ground pound? Oh, land. Can I go the other way around? Well, it clicked on the link from a handsome Nigerian prince. No. The Koreans, the North Koreans, have become really good at hacking very complex, heavily audited, incredibly decentralized networks. It really kind of doesn't matter what you're doing. They can get in. So, no. No worries, Linkslayer. Also, that's one of the biggest scams crypto lied about. There's the untraceability of their blockchain. Well, no. They never said that it was untraceable. They never said that. It's pseudo-anonymous. You can trace transactions and trace a wallet or... No. I don't want you to slide off, Waluigi. You can do this. It's pseudo-anonymous. So you can trace transactions and you can trace wallets, but you don't know who is behind that wallet. Or who has made that smart contract. Or like... That's kind of the thing. That is the difference. If you know who is linked to the wallet, it's not anonymous. So it's pseudo-anonymous. But everything is trackable at the end of the day. Like, decently. But there are a lot of misconceptions about technologies like that. A lot of technologies in general have become so complex that it's hard to, like, understand how they function. Most people also do not understand how a large language model, for example, functions. Or even Windows. Most people don't even know what Windows does. At all. Ever. What I'm trying to do, Linkslayer, is over there is a waterfall. And I need to get into it. Because all the other levels can be found there. Wait, no. Okay, where am I now? I don't see anything with this camera. Yes! Yes! Oh, we made it! I'd imagine the paintings are the entry points. No. That's what I thought at first as well. And Mumbo Mountain can be accessed by just going into Mumbo Mountain, not the painting. But all the other levels are apparently here, hidden in this waterfall, which is an entrance for some reason. Don't ask me why, I have no explanations. Discord is planning age verification. All these platforms can go to hell. I'm not going to age verify anything. All these companies shouldn't be trusted with like age verification data like that. There are like other ways we can verify age without them holding sensitive data. Like the hell. Because they keep losing my data. E3 lost my data. It's like on the black market. Odito lost my data. Like these guys are horrendous. I hate it. All these companies lose data. Age verification soon. Here we go. The locked off internet. The age-gated internet. The cowboy age is over. But what does this say? As modes code, as jiggies disappear and doors disappearing. Next texture graphics and feedback. ASM code for all jiggies to act like 100 Coinstar. What is this? Is this like dev? Oh, they also took stuff from Banjo Kazooie 2. Also Banjo Tooie. I didn't know that. What does this sign say? Just decentralize and move to the dark web. Yeah, that was kind of my plan, but then I figured out, well, I ran into the issue that all these systems, even if they are incredibly well designed, are constantly being targeted by North Korean hackers, the Lazarus Group specifically, and it kind of doesn't matter how well you do your job, how decentralized you make it, or how incredibly well it's coded, they will find some way to manipulate it, either, like, some way to get in. And it's a problem every single time. It's such a shame, because there are a lot of interesting decentralized products that are incredibly well made and very efficient and, like, genius. And then there's the North Koreans come to fuck it up. Because they're, like, evil. So annoying. It is truly the most annoying stuff I have to deal with. Is the North Koreans. I never thought I would say this, but my biggest enemy in life is North Korea. The North Koreans have fucked me over more times than I can fathom. Hey, shall we otherwise make this a slippery slope? Yeah. At the end of the day, it looks very much like a cat and mouse game. Yes. Very much is. None that I've applied to needed anything like that. What? That's all that's all we will be able to do. Yeah, I think it will certainly solve problems. It's just how are we gonna deal with the North Koreans? Because honestly, if the North Koreans weren't there, you wouldn't. If North Korea didn't have the hacker group they did, you would never hear about any hacks or stolen money in crypto. They are the only ones who are doing it. They are the only ones who can actually successfully pull it off consistently with huge amounts, billions to hundreds of millions. And I don't, like, it's so annoying. It is the most annoying shit I've ever dealt with. It's such a headache for everybody in the community. In that space. I don't know how they do it. I thought the North Koreans were savages without the internet. But they've formed some of the best insane hacker groups I've seen, and they've pulled off stuff that I would never imagine would be possible. It's not the North Koreans, man. They're crazy. Yeah, get rid of the North Koreans, please. They're annoying as hell. They keep hacking everything. Not even crypto stuff, like everything. Even like companies, like other data leaks and breaches were also contributed to like Lazarus Group, which is North Korean state actors. Hacking warfare is real, everybody. Kill. Yeah. Wow, I love Mumbo Mountain, but snow. At the end of the day, it's night. Mods, I love these deep thoughts you have. You are asking the real questions. Anyway, let's move off from this serious subject matter. Because I don't really want to discuss that many super serious things on stream anymore. No, Mark, yes. I was about to say, you're gonna make it. Piece of shit. No! I swear, I'm really curious what my neighbors think at times. Because sometimes they will just hear me scream like full volume like that. Careful. So I looked into this 4-sword thing. My answer to my question is simply this. Yeah, what about the sword thing? Tell me. Everyone has their occasional scream. Yeah, but I have it where like at 10 p.m. I'm just like, ah! Look at Waluigi. How's it? Oh, poor Waluigi. Dude, the moment you read my comment and said my name, my internet died and got really scared. Never underestimate my powers, chat. Mots has tasted but a fraction, but a slither of my true power. Never, ever do anything out of line. Remember that. This time it was just his internet. Next time, it'll be much worse. I'll send the North Koreans after him. Ah, no! Okay. Well, I had neighbors who lived above me who I was sometimes wondering if it was domestic abuse. But it never lasted long enough for me to call the cops, to be honest. Also, I've had, like, people who lived behind me there, but it was clearly a domestic abuse thing. And I was, like, taking out the trash, and I heard them fighting, and I heard, like, the guy hitting a dog, and I was like, none of that. So I walked around to confront them and be like... But then I saw, like, a guy standing outside, and he was already calling the cops, and I was like, alright, cool. But I was about to, like, literally ring the doorbell, and the guy opened it and would just be like, what the fuck's your problem? And if needed, bash all his teeth out of his face. Have you done a ranking video for all the mainline Mario games? I do not. I think I haven't. I will... Ctrl-C. I'll put that in my folder. Because I finished... I finished the Mirror Shield video. So that is done. So I want to move on to a new script tomorrow. And also, what I said about like AI cutting my voiceover, so cutting out all the false starts, all the noise, all the bad takes, all the garbage. I did it today. I did it yesterday with the Mirror Shield voiceover, and it did a really good job, and it saved me a lot of time. Instead of spending 2 hours, 2.5 hours, it took me only 40 minutes. Because it did, for the most part, everything right. I had to fix a couple of things it messed up, but that was it. And and luckily enough didn't have any double takes, but it saved me a lot of time. Easily twice as fast and nowhere near as boring. Nintendo sucks and needs to make one more game that takes place between the Minish Cap and... Hello? I was about to say, can this work? And 4 Swords. They added 2 new things to the universe of Zelda and just never exploited it. The Light Force came from the Minish, which is akin to the Triforce, but not the Triforce. But they can't just... Yeah, the Light Force makes no sense. The sword itself is a gift from the Minish to the hero of men. Yeah, what happened to the sword? No idea either. Like, the whole Minish lore, Light Force, and 4 Swords makes no sense from what I remember. I'm not gonna confront them. You'll never know what happened, what weapons he has. I have 2. Well, technically I have 8, because I do Muay Thai. So I have... it's the art of 8 limbs. No, I don't care. I'd like to not get shot. No, fuck him. Come here. There was like, I was cycling home, and there was this kid who was like maybe 14, who tried to kick me while I was on my bike. And I literally, like... I was like, I cycled for like, I think another like 3 seconds, and I was like, no. Fuck this. I stopped the bike, and I turned around, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking teach this guy a lesson. Screw this. This 14-year-old kid is gonna go flying. But then there were cops, and the cops took care of it. I did scream at him that he was an asshole, and he should commit seppuku. But if the cops weren't there, I would have probably like gone up to him and I would be like, all right, time to collect a couple of teeth for the Tooth Fairy. I was truly like on the edge of just beating the shit out of this guy, like this 14-year-old kid, because he tried to kick me while I was on the bike. Like he tried to kick me off the bike, you know, it was like true malicious. And he was also laughing and he didn't care. If we'd get the story of what happened in the war with the hero of men, then we would know better. Yeah, but we'll probably never get that. It's too much. A good neighbor is better than a far friend, they say in Dutch. True. Yeah, 4 Swords and all that stuff is just too... It's impossible. Words are like bullets. I let them go through me, South Park. That is funny, though. No, Shane... I don't. I've never spoken to my neighbors downstairs. Yo, chat. Yo, dog. Made it. Welcome, Cyan. I've done Muay Thai for 8 years, but I'm still loose to a gun, mate. Yeah, but you live in the Netherlands. Nobody has a gun in this country. Not insane people, at least. Skill issue. You're right, Cyan. The skill issue on his end. I really enjoyed the 4 Sword itself as a sword. It's really the Master Sword on crack, but Nintendo basically locked the games behind multiplayer wall. Yeah, because that's the only reason why they introduced the 4 Sword is because of that. You know? Alright, now I'm kind of caught up in chat. Time for to collect a couple of teeth for the Tooth Fairy is a very hard line. Like, damn. Yeah, no, really, I was about to curb stomp this dickhead. I was like, none of this, because I'm so sick and tired. Because it's kind of a rampant thing here in the Netherlands, and it's getting on my nerves, like, real bad. And that is here in the Netherlands. A lot of, I don't know, 14 to 16-year-old kids are like, yeah, of course. I was like, of course we can do horrible things. Like, what did you do? Well, we bought, like, lighter fluid in the supermarket. We sprayed it over an 80-year-old man and then threw a lighter at his head and ran away as he was literally set ablaze. It's like... You did what? Excuse me? You lit a man on fire in the middle of the street. That literally happened in the Netherlands like last week. An 80-year-old man was lit on fire in the middle of the street and he died. No, they couldn't save him. Like, he was screwed. It was the and there are like, and this is just, and there are also like many that just like beat people up, key cars, throw bricks through windows. Like, I was standing on a balcony at a friend's place, and we were just talking while they were smoking a cigarette. And all of a sudden, we see like two kids, I think like maybe 14, 15, with a gigantic like tile, walking towards a bus stop, trying to throw the tile through the window of the bus stop. They tried to throw a gigantic like tile through like one of those stone floor tiles, you know, through a window at a bus stop, and we screamed at them like, "Hey, you know, what the fuck's you?" You know, and then they ran away. But they gave it one attempt, like as in we looked at them like, what are they doing? Then we hear like we see the thing being thrown, we hear the clatter, and we're like, oh, that's what they're trying to do. And then we screamed at them and they fucked off. But it's constantly stuff like that, and it's so annoying. I don't know what's happening with the youth in this country, but they are literally like destroying property on an alarming rate, or just straight up killing people in horrendous ways as well, and I don't know why. 13 to 16-year-old will talk about juking. Yeah, juking. Yeah, it's stabbing, basically. Yeah, last week an 80-year-old man was lit on fire in his wheelchair. Yeah. Yeah, the amount of teens who just unhinge stuff is insane. Chances are even they just pull a knife on you if you call them out. Yeah, I'll immediately teep to the face. Push kick to the face immediately. And then I'm truly, like, I swear to God, if a 16-year-old child or a 15-year-old child, they say, hey, don't do that, and all of a sudden he brandishes a knife, I'm immediately going to go in, like, teep to the face or the body, and I'll work him to the ground, and I'm literally going to collect teeth. I don't care what the cops think. I genuinely do not. I'm going to go, like, that's going to be, like, the one time in my life that I'm actually going to go absolutely unhinged for once. I'm just gonna go in and like push with the ball of my foot like against his body, push him to the ground, and then get on top and just elbow to the head. I'm done with this shit. I'm so done with it. Oh yeah, 100%. Link Slayer. There are loads of good and bad people everywhere. But I don't know, it just kind of seems like 14 to 17-year-olds here in the Netherlands, at least. Technically, that would be legal self-defense time. Great! I get to legally collect teeth. Can't wait. Give me an excuse. It'll be fun. Parents no longer keep an eye on their kids, leaving them hang out on the streets with no supervision at a young age. Yeah, it's also... I think it's also because they kind of can get away with it. Oh my god. No! Oh, Waluigi! That's crazy what kids do nowadays. Officer, I broke every bone in his body, but he hurt my cat. Yeah. Valid response. No, I'm not a man for violence, but man. People like that. Really, like, in general, if people, like, want to or try to hurt me, I have very little sympathy for hurting. Like, my sympathy is very low, and I do not have a problem hurting them. Just like a guy who tried to kick me off my bike. If I fell off my bike, the bike would have fallen on my right or left. Probably because he kicked from this side. I would have fallen with my bike landing on my right leg, and it would have probably shattered a bone on my knee. So yeah, if he tried to do that, then... eye for an eye. I don't care if it makes the whole world go blind. Son of a bitch. Hello, Bob the Reviewer. What a fun name. I like that name. Bob the Reviewer. Me when people die in movies. Me when Pep die in movie. Yeah, no, that's like... that was also the thing with that neighbor who what it sounded like was having a domestic abuse little thing. And I heard him also, like, basically because his dog was barking, him kicking the dog. And that's what truly sent me over the edge. Where I was like, nah. I'm gonna do something about that. I don't care. I think that Mario just eated the mustache from Mario Maker that makes him skinnier. No. He went to like one of those countries where they like break your bones to make you taller, you know? And now he's just tall. That they all collectively watch Peaky Blinders and think it's tough or something to be a piece of shit. I don't know. Some people do crazy stuff. Here in where I live, it's not too bad though. No! I should have not chosen Waluigi as a model. It truly makes everything harder because he's much taller, so he doesn't fit in spaces. There's a little gray area there, and that is where you operate, Iron Man. Yeah, no, fair. Definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I would do, and definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area there, and that is where you operate. True, facts. As you should. They made a choice, so it's natural to respond appropriately. In the end, they asked for it. Yes. And I would kill. What is the best pyro game? Wait, what do you mean? Like... What? Self-defense requires necessity, proportionality, and proximity. If a guy pulls a knife on you, and you already have the necessity and proximity, if you then fight with bare fists, it's proportional. Yeah, as long as I don't pull a gun, it is proportional. Yeah. No, I wouldn't care. At that point, that guy is gonna die. We're gonna collect a check. Perio, that one red bird from WarioWare. That is incredibly obscure, Bob. That's very obscure. And my answer to that is I don't know. Does he have standalone games, or do you mean like mini games with WarioWare with him involved? Well, technically, if you are a martial artist who does competition stuff and you get into a self-defense case, you will be judged harsher, because if I remember correctly, in the Netherlands, it's if you do martial arts competitions. Like, you'll be scrutinized differently in court during a self-defense hearing. Because your capabilities with your fists and, like, your body is different compared to an average Joe. Which makes sense. Oh. Oh no, I just have all the time I need. Oh my god. No! No! What do you think of the DSi? The DSi, great. I love the DSs. All of them. So what would a plastic lightsaber scale in the self-defense bracket? Of course, the highest. It's a lightsaber. It is the dangerous of weapons. That was so garbage, though. It was so close. Yes, I'm qualified as a weapon grade higher because I've competed, but you didn't, Emma, so you wouldn't get the higher standard of care. True. Even though that, in my opinion, makes no sense at all. Because the amount that I train, I might as well do... it's that I don't really want to get CTE for no reason. Especially in, like, Thai kickboxing, which would certainly be kind of CTE level type shit. But aside from that, I train on the same level. I spar not every week, but like every 2 weeks I spar. I train 4 hours a week. So I do full contact sparring. I've done hard sparring. I've been trained by somebody who knows what they're doing, you know, like an actual coach who's had competitive experience and won cups and belts. So it's kind of weird how that works. But I think they changed all of that after those professional kickboxing. After those the Badahari, that one professional kickboxing champion, basically beat up a security guard and like a lawyer and like a bunch of other people. He was kind of unhinged. Imagine dropping the lightsaber straight down. It will literally fall to the core of the earth. Yeah, will a lightsaber fall to the core of the earth? Is that real? Interesting. What does it depend on? Would striking with your fist be allowed if the chances of you getting away unharmed are higher than that? Well, it's just that, like, they'll probably change how they look at proportional, you know? Because, let's say I am registered in that way and I get into a self-defense scenario, it would probably be a bit overkill, you know, if I go crazy, you know? If I, like, jab, cross, elbow to the head, low kick to the leg, he kind of starts collapsing, and I go in with, like, a spear to the face and knee him in the head. I'll probably get prosecuted for that, because especially the elbow and the knee at the end, while executed perfectly and would do a lot of damage, are not proportional. I didn't have to absolutely shatter his face by introducing my knee. So I think that's kind of how it goes. I think that's kind of the reason. Where quick strike is more safe than dodging and running away. Yeah, quick strike can be safe, especially like a push kick where you raise your knee and you push with your foot like straight out and push with the ball of your foot like to their chest or their upper thigh or their shoulder and like really push them away. But I think when it comes to like being a martial artist and whether that's proportional is if you do one combination that effectively lands or if you just do like a double. Because getting a knee to the head, like straight to the head like this, I'll instantly shatter multiple bones. Probably. Yeah, baby! Oh, I cannot see me. I think the chair is in the way. Oh, I need to get a new lemonade as well. Shit, I'm out of lemonade. Gosh darn. But I think that's what they mean by proportional, you know? It's like, you know, if I get into a fight with somebody and I just do like a jab, a cross, a hook, and a kick, and those land and that's effective, that would be acceptable. But if after that kick, I go back, I switch stances, I jab, I grab, and I introduce my knee straight to the head, as they like buckle down because I kicked them in the leg like this, like I cut down their leg with the last kick, and they like buckle, and I just grab their head, and I introduce my knee, I will probably get prosecuted for the knee, you know? Because that is, I mean, I get it. That is overkill. Oh yeah, kicks do crazy knockouts. Kicks do crazy knockouts. So, for example, if you were a normal boxer, your arms will be on the same level as a bat. Now, if you... even though I don't think that's proportional, by the way. If somebody has a baseball bat, they can still beat the shit out of you. Hello. Now, if that same boxer doesn't do kickboxing, then his legs won't be counted as a weapon. Yeah, that's just kind of the problem with doing Muay Thai. Yeah, that I get, Wily. So, if I bash all his teeth out of his face, and then son of a... John Bones Jones, UFC. I love fighting. What else can I say? But in a fun way, because I'm overall, surprisingly enough, even though this doesn't make it sound like that, I'm a pacifist. Also, like the whole thing with like kicks delivering crazy knockouts. The reason why that's the case is because it's such a long limb. So you have like a lever effect on the end of the shin or like foot, depends on what you hit with. So with very little power, you can already get quite far with a leg.
Oh yeah.
Pacifist. Yeah, I pacifist. Like twist it in, knuckle. Whoop. You'll be prosecuted for battery/assault, but you'll get lower sentence as consequences of the circumstances. Yeah, true. Probably. I'll just try to keep it proportional. I'll do my best. He did it off the cage spinning kick to the face for a knockout. That's crazy. I've also seen, like, I've seen fights also where it's just like his opponent, yeah. The opponents would be like bam, 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 bam. All kinds of combinations. And the other person, which is like defend, 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 defend. Fight, like split second, see a gap. Lean back. Bring leg up. Kick. With like the shin or like the ankle. Like kick to the head. Boom. Like solid to the floor. Even though that guy was like catching like defending against like 6 punches and all kinds of stuff coming in, and then he just finds one hole and he leans back, in, done, knockout, immediate. It's crazy, bro. A leg is a crazy thing. I love kicking though. Like super leg, the kicking machine. No! Okay. Enough about the fighting and all the other stuff. I need to focus. Focus mode, chat. Channel all your energy into me. I need to... If you kick someone in his chest proportionally and it is sufficient to deter him, so you leave, but the later you come back and kick him again. Yeah, but that's like kind of doing it after the fact. That certainly won't be self-defense, yeah. It's only like it would only be proportional and like fine if you kicked if you got into an altercation, you delivered a kick that would like knock him down. You try to get away, and they would come after you again, and then you would throw another kick, because then it's like, yeah, all right, I tried one kick that was clearly not proportional to stop them. So then we give him another. And this time to the head and... Ow. No! Gosh darn the law. Marone, if I ever get into legal trouble, I'll call you, okay? Marone, help! I kicked this 14-year-old kid on a fat bike, said I was gay, so I kicked him off his bike and broke his arm. I kicked him off his fat bike, and I forced him to the ground on his belly, and then I put my knee on the back of his shoulder, and then I pulled his arm the wrong way round until I heard a loud snapping noise in his shoulder. And now his arm will never be the same. I'm going to prison. Help Marone. You need to save me. Better call Marone. Yeah, hey, Marone, I killed a 14-year-old child and his body is in the back of my car. What did he do? He looked at me weird. Can we fix this? Famous YouTuber Dr.Wily goes to prison for assaulting kid who said, "You big gay." No, he's too tall. I should have gone for the Mario model. This would have been easier with the Mario. He's too tall. He's really too tall. Waluigi, can you shrink? Everybody, go to change.org and make a petition to shrink Waluigi. Maybe we can fix this. Not gonna lie, deserved. I know, right? I never said it was wrong. I just don't want... I said that the legal side of it is wrong. I'm not wrong. Hello, Shane. Come on, wake up. A father who's dumb. Mm-hmm. That is also, I know which case you're talking about, Maroon, and that is crazy that that even happened. Sometimes it really feels like if you do horrendous stuff, you can get away with it, but if you do something out of vengeance, then all of a sudden you get a worse sentence. Yeah, I need to lock in Link Slayer, you're right. No, what? His head. Waluigi, my biggest enemy. Now I know why Nintendo never uses him for platformers. His body is not right. You should be small for platforming. This is why every acrobat is small. This is difficult as hell, though. At least as Waluigi. No! No, 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 no! Why is this so hard? Switch the model, Unk. No. I'm Wawman. I want to bake the cake and eat it. What is it again? Is it bake the cake and eat it too, or is it something else? I know a lot of people say bake the cake and eat it too wrong. I think this is not, I'm not saying it correctly either, that saying. Flashbacks to yesterday's stream. Nah, yesterday's stream was more BS. This is just skill issue. This is your skill issue. Bake a cake and eat it too. Yeah, I was about to say, because I can remember from that one, Manhunt Unabomber, really good show. Like it's a series. I can remember that the reason why they caught the Unabomber is because he used the original saying, "Bake a cake and eat it too." Or is it half the cake and eat it? I know in that show, it was basically they caught him because the Unabomber used it correctly. And kind of pointed people out on this quite often. And very little people actually use the proper way of doing it. Saying that saying. No! Oh, I hate SM64. Yeah, have your cake and eat it too. Is it right? Have the cake or have your cake and eat it too? Goodbye. Ow. You know what? Screw getting up that mountain for a hot second. How do you kill these? Again, you can kill these, right? I want to get under the ice. I want to get that jiggy under the ice. I can't go through the ice. It's have. Have your cake and eat it too. Aha, this is where I go. Oh my god, I'm immediately dying. Why am I dying? Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, well, there goes Waluigi. Wait, no. Whoever designed this game. My man. And we all gotta remember, save states are not a thing in this game. Now I have to get all the way back up again and then go into the waterfall. I'm like, brother, this stinks. Come on. Wait, we'll do... Huh. Come on. It's actually... What is it? I'm going crazy as well. I'm getting like... Just a guess, but maybe there was Metal Mario? That could have been. That could be Link Slayer. It's a very good point. I want to get back to the ice level. Son of a bitch. I still don't know what the saying is now, by the way, because chat said 60 different variations. I'm being gaslit by my own chat. Help. YouTube. Son of a... Waluigi. Waluigi. Fine, we'll do it my way. Why don't you do it in this version? I know you do it in SM60 and Sunshine. Why? We should really play Sunshine again. The more I play SM64, the more I miss Sunshine always. This is always how it goes for me, because I don't like the controls of Sunshine, SM64. And I like the controls of Sunshine a lot. Until I don't. You know how the way, you know the way she goes. Make sure to always accept cookies on your browser. It's your grandma worked hard on baking them and sending them through the emails. I really hope there's like an old person out there who actually thinks like when they talk about like PC cookies, they're like actually talking about like cookies. As every day I pray to gosh for that. Having a cake and eating it too. I'm having a cake and I'm eating it too. Yeah, that just sounds very passive aggressive. I'm having a cake and I'm eating it too. You know, that just sounds very passive aggressive. That is kind of funny. That just sounds very passive aggressive. Search any ocean possible, go to the beach, eat cake, repeat. I hate this. Who designed this? Who? Because where do I exactly need to be? I need to be at that waterfall there. How am I gonna get there? I would marry Cookie Monster if I could. Bro, what do you want about? Chat. He's insane. Kill him. Oh, whoa. Maybe you could even get up there that way. Honestly, I think the whole phrase is kind of dumb. If I buy a cake, why can't I eat it? Yeah, but that's why it's bake, right? Also, like, you know, the whole expression makes no sense, to be honest. Because it's like, you want to have it both ways. But why does it mean that if you, even if you, regardless if you buy it or bake it, why does it mean you can have it? Why wouldn't you be able to have it too? So what if I bake a cake? I can have a piece of cake as well. What do you mean? What do you mean I cannot bake and have? Who? Waluigi, you are a funny man. Yeah, we need to hunt down Shigeru Miyamoto and ask him why. No, SM64 is fine for the first ever 3D Mario, really. They did a fantastic job, if you keep that in mind. But just for a modern audience and just modern controls, it's just not that great, in my opinion. It's not horrendous, but the camera is very infuriating. Oh, yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. Because if you... Yeah. No, that was it. It's have a cake and eat it too. As in... What is the point of keeping a cake? Waiting until it got spoiled? I actually haven't played much of Super Mario 64 DS, Leonard. Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too. As in, the cake is there and you've eaten it, because that's like an oxymoron. That is how it goes, yeah. You're right, just a crafty nerd. And Maroon. And Shane. All of you are right. I'm a tune out the rage bait. No! I don't know who yelped harder, me or fucking Luigi, Waluigi. Wait. Idea. No! Wait, I got an idea. No! That should work. Like, it would make more sense with money. You can't have your money and eat it too. No, Maroon. You can't have your money and eat it too. I love how Maroon is just like hung up on the part of like, yeah, what's the point of keeping a cake? Of just owning a cake. I love that that's the thing that trips you up. Where you're like, what's the point of having a cake? I guess I'm just infinitely collecting. Why do I have to do all these shenanigans in order to unlock the normal levels in this game? Who designed this? Who thought that that was a good idea? Truly, genuine question at this point. I mean, if I get up there, I can also just like go all the way around, right? Wait, what is the easiest way to get up there? It's gonna be either there or there, for sure. The field that just was. Is it easy to get? No, not the house doesn't make it easier. No, but for real, why have a cake in the first place if you're not gonna eat it? Well, yeah, no, but the problem is the fact that you want to have the cake to, for example, eat it later, but you also want to eat the cake now. Like, you can't have both at the same time. That is the only thing that the saying does. Hey, wait, this is actually a lot easier. Hoppa. Okay, now we move all the way around. The correct way to solve this, or there's a tunnel in the waterfall. I don't know. I don't know what the correct way to solve that. No, Wario. Wario. Don't. I was about to say, you're gonna be that guy. Finally. Finally, we're back! What's through this door?
Oh.
Ow. Do you hear that? All these doors are closed. I think I need more shine sprites. Oh. Whoop. I can eat part of it now and eat part of it later. You know, you should talk to the guy who, like, came up with it. I heard it was actually conjured by Shigeru Miyamoto. Black and white, hidden Pokemon reference. No, Maron, we think black and white here. Yes! I'm colorblind, so keep it simple, please. It's the only colors I can properly see. Well, I think. Never know. Well, what's in Mumbo Jumbo's house? Is he back from collecting the herbs? Yo, Mumbus Gumbus. Mumbo on vacation. Be back never. He hope. Mumbo, you funny man. Mumbo funny man. Mumbo funny man. I really like how the pitch shifted Mario sounds in this game. Because it's wah. Some of these games really don't know how to properly layer objects. The fact that that layers over the snow is so weird. Master of Time had a similar issue. Okay, but I'm not going into the water because that will apparently instantly damage me. No. Time to check your DMs. Why? Who up mumboing their mountain? I de-mumboed my mountain. It was too mumbo. I needed more jumbo, you know? I de-mumboed my portfolio and I increased my jumbo. Oh, that just takes me out of the level. Really, whoever thought that that should be a slide as well. So, where is the Banjo Kazooie in this? You're looking at it. Who is Timer? It's Banjo. Not Timer, it's Banjo. Ah! Mumbo your jumbo? Why do I... Hello, can you leave me alone? Die in hell. Mumbo the jumbo? Picture of cat? Send that cat to me. Send the cat. But this will just instantly kill me, right? Yes. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm glad this is designed in such a way that you can never get out of it. Ow! I got the coin. I'm out of here. Leave me alone. Banjo and Kazooie? I was about to say, what am I hearing? The fuck? No, Cyan Taima is my normal name. Like my first name. Some of these folks are old. They've been around for a while. Just like how Zelda Master is called Luke and Zeltek is called Ed, you know. It's just first names. What is up this scary? I guess we're gonna do the climb of the century. Alright, screw it. We're doing this. Is it pronounced Tim? No, it's pronounced... You know the herb thyme? Just add an E at the end. Thyme. 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 As in time, the herb. Thyme. Thyme. That's it. That's how I always explain it to... Or another good one that I always use in foreigners is... Timer. Remove the R. Timer. Not timer. Not an egg timer or another timer. Timer. Cyan, you're just rage baiting. Who's gonna be my Pumbaa then? If I'm Timon, who's my Pumbaa? I need a Pumbaa.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Son of a bitch, this is so hard. Dio can be Pumbaa. I wouldn't describe Dio as a Pumbaa type character. Timon, I could see that. But Pumbaa, not much. I do find it a bit illegal that you are named Timer, but an additional M at the end was too much apparently. My parents had to be extra. Everybody has this issue. I'm the only one with this spelling. I swear to God, I've never met anybody else with my exact spelling of the name. We did have the budget for the H. We didn't have the budget for the N. Gotta make choices. Yeah, Dio's a string bean. That wouldn't fit very well with a Pumbaa type character. We'd have to fatten him up like livestock in order to get anywhere. Which will probably take a lot, because his build is just kind of like that. He's more a Waluigi than a Wario, you know? Is your favorite spice time? Yes. What I love how chat has latched on to the word, like, to do the beans thing very quickly. No, why does he? Ah, this is I'm going crazy over here. Come on, wah. I mean, to be honest, Tama is a nice name. Over here, everyone has the same three names. Yeah, and time also has a nice meaning. Because the old Dutch meaning for time is man of the people. And I personally quite like it. Maroon, bonus points for that one. That was a good joke. I like that. I should though. Oh my god, I should. Alright, everybody, we got a new quest. I have to... The only acceptable girlfriend I can find has to be called Rosemary, or like Rose. Like, so we can make Rosemary in time. I need to find Rosemary. She's somewhere out there. I hate that little stumble that you always do in SM64. Where it's like, oh, I landed on the platform. Nah, let's just jump off. Thanks. Glad Nintendo put that in the game. Nickname or Pepper? Yeah, but I'm not called Salt. What the fuck? I might be salty as a person, but... Nah, I'm adequately salted as a person. Not over-salted. It could always be worse. Like that. Or have a girlfriend named Beef. Goes great with time. Gotta keep on the tradition and call the kids paprika and oregano. Yeah, I'm gonna... That's how I'm gonna call my... that's how I'm gonna do the names of my future children. The heirs of my lands. The owners, the heirs of this channel. That'd be one hell of a thing, though, if I die and my child continues uploading videos on Dr.Wily. It's like how, like, people have, like, multi-generational, like... Fuck. This is really made to rage bait, this game. Basil? I mean, Basil is a real name. POV Italian household. This my kid Oregano. This my son Basil. Well, they would say Basil. Basil is like the super UK way of saying it. But given that most English Italians are like found in America, it would probably be Basil instead of Basil. The heirs of your apartment. Hey, they get more than that, and I'm not dead yet. I am, in fact, a ruler of lands. There's a football player called Kevin Lasagna, and he's Italian. Now that is funny. Why always the stutter step? Why do you always do the stutter step? Alright, screw this. I'm never gonna get that. I'm never gonna get up there. That's literally, for my skill level, impossible, and it's probably not even the last of it. But are there any other stars, really, here? Or jiggies? I want somebody, like, if somebody's called John French, I would want him to be, like, English. Because of their historic rivalry, that's just, like, ironic, isn't it? No, there's literally, I have to go up the tree. Son of a... Why is this so hard? Who designed this? I'm not like some super gamer. Johnny English? No, here we go. Here we go. Why do you do a little jiggy when you find the next jiggy? Little jiggy for jiggy? Where does this tree even go to? Oh, SM64, why are you so... Why... Oh, SM64, why does everybody make... Everybody who makes... Why does everybody who makes, like, SM64 ROM hacks make them not really accessible to people who aren't that good at SM64? It's like, this is made for speedrunners. This is made for the people who've played the original game 100 times, blindfolded, 16-star, glitchless. I really wish they would just make it easier sometimes. I just want to have fun. I'm streaming. I don't want some crazy challenge. I'm not here to play Kaizo. Fucking freaks. I hate this. I hate this. Why these little boxes? Why the little space? Ugh. It's called being a rage baiter. Yeah, I know, right? Why can't I just have fun? If I wanna bash my skull into, like, bash my head into the wall, I'll go play Dark Souls. But then I at least know what I'm in for. And I accept it. And it's just what it is. Can everybody in chat calm down? Like 2 steps back, boys. I just... Thank you, Maron. I just saw a video announcement about Lazy's Workshop merch, and I immediately had an actual PTSD flashback. Why?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. There's a football player called Ben White. Is he white though? If he's white, not that special. Is he like African American or like some other descent? Hilarious. But he's called Ben. So I would say the chances of him being not Caucasian is low. Lacey's Workshop. I've never heard of that horror shit. Is this in the same vein as like Poppy's Playtime or whatever? I swear to God, if I want to make the easiest money in my life, I'll start a channel where I just do Poppy Playtime and other kids' horror stuff. And I'll make $1 gazillion. Guaranteed. Free money. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Get me out of here. Well, this was fun for like a single stream, and aside from that, there's not much. Hello? 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 Okay. Nope, it's a mascot horror swap. It's an arc about girlhood trauma, TLDR. Let me see what it looks like, then I know what category I will place this in. Was it Lacey's? I see Lacey's wardrobe. I can literally find nothing about this. Oh, it's a Flash game. Oh, no, this is old. It was made 2 to 3 years ago. I feel like it was a lot earlier. Yeah, it's a Flash game. I would have expected this was like early 2000s. Flash games is such a 90s thing. Early 2000s thing. Like pre-2010, around 2010. Just like RPG Game Maker. But bye, chat. Keep mods least for me. Alright, Cyan. Thanks for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. Let's see if there's something to do in Mumbo. Because I was a bit late, I'll continue streaming a little bit longer than usual. And again, last stream of the week anyway, so not as... Although I am quite tired. Even though I haven't done anything really in the gym. I've done stuff for like half an hour in the gym. That's all the time I had, because I had to run around. Because I had to pick up a camera for a friend of mine, but that was all a fucking faff. For no reason! RPG Maker is still popular in Japan. Oh yeah, facts. It's just like the wave of like RPG Maker games here in the Western world is kind of over. But I think that was also very much driven due to PewDiePie. You really can't go into the painting. So stupid. Let's see if I can get the one-up on the... No! Wait, maybe if I do it with a triple jump. Perfect. Ow! You hear that? Look at Mario's fat face on this bouton. Fat bouton. Am I stuck? Help? Can I? Hello? Help! I'm stuck as Superman. This looks like Superman from like Nintendo 64. I'm literally stuck. I cannot jump. I can do nothing. I'm genuinely stuck. Nothing works. Okay, I guess I'm gonna exit course. I love how Waluigi says, alright. I want to get up here. There must be a way to get up here, right? I must be able to get up there. I swear to gosh. Superman 64 NF... Yeah, oh, N64 Superman was like horrendous. Super wah. 1, 2, 3. No, I can get to that door, I swear. I can get there. Solution, BLJ. Oh, I bet the solution is a backwards long jump, but I cannot do that for the life of me. Oh, almost, almost, almost. I can make that 100%. Oh, no, 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 so close, so close, so close, so close, so close. Look at this, chat. Oh. 1, 2, oh, no. Oh yeah, I can also just jump kick. That is true. How do you jump kick again? Because he just dives. I don't know how to jump kick again. Oh no! No! God damn it! No, come on. I can do this. Oh, and the fact that she is laughing in the background doesn't help. Oh, as in... Oh, yeah, of course. No, I didn't say forward move. Oh, okay. But how do I... Wait, what? Oh. No, he immediately does that. I can't really, like, kick. 1, 2, 3. No! No! Come on! I can 100% do this. 1, 2, 3. 2. Come on! It's the last little bit. 1, 2. Huh! So you made it up. Either you know how to speed kick, or you're really good at wall kicks. Or you cheated. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I love crunch. I'm just very good. There won't be up, ahead, anything since I'm back, but there's a 1-up for your effort. For the demo since I'm back. Oh. I thought there would be something up here. Whee! Wily doing something impressive for once. You guys are really underestimating me. It's not like it was. I wanted to clip that. F you, YouTube. That would have been a good clip though. The one where like Superman Luigi, that's a good clip. Y'all keep forgetting that I also beat like 5 Stelphos back to back, which is also hard as balls. And I also survived that. So far, I am surviving all. I'm doing a lot better than back in the day, and that's just because I don't. I just kind of don't get pissed off, and I just lock in. Makes it a lot easier. Hello, calm down. Jump. There's some bombs here. I want to know what that sign says. How do I get to said sign? A Mumbo's house, probably. Oh yeah, the 5 skelly men. Don't get pissed off? Yeah, sure. No, I never get pissed. I never get angry anymore. Never, chat. How would I get there? Doesn't seem any wall that seems to be sort of scalable, like in the main world. How do I... Wait, Waluigi looking out over his empire. How do I get there, though? I don't think I can jump from here to there. Well, fuck you then. Sussy Wily, don't get pissed off. Tell him that with your mask. Wait for the reaction. Yeah, of course. Here we go. But that was only really Gaior. I mean, the archery minigame was really hard. Wily looked inside himself to see himself. Only then did he see his true self. Real self, what? Reveal itself, a certain hot-headed firebender. Nah. I don't know how to get up there. That seems to be impossible, in my opinion at least. I don't know. Come on. Wait. Wait. Missed. Come on. Why is that move such an impossibility to pull off in this game? Well, it was so easy in Sunshine. I really like the flick jump, but it's... Yes! I got Mumbo's treasure. Sussy Wily went on to have a generational lock-in only to get a heart piece at the end. Yeah, that was tough. That was truly tough. The fact that that only gave me a heart piece. Ow. Suicide. Yeah. I love how the man scream. Funny man scream? Chat? Funny man scream? Or did exit the castle? Oh, that's just here. But they really added one level in this demo, and then everything else is hidden behind the waterfall. And kind of impossible to deal with. Do you have any stars? Jolly Roger Bay has stars. Click Clock Wood Winter. Where can I find other levels in this? Are all the levels... Also, it breaks my heart to see somebody do this box thing I failed at 600 times instantly. Also, it got much worse. Whoa, alright, never mind. I'm glad we didn't get past the box stuff, because it gets much harder. Like, much harder. Wow, oh my god, that seemed impossible. We had to bring the baby penguin all the way to the top. How would I ever have done that? Also, the ice water, it was just like swim fast or die, the end. Where can I find... There must be more levels, right? There really no other levels? No, that was really it also in this demo. Wow, okay. So the ice level we just kind of messed around in is in the game. and Mamba Mountain, and this spot, the overworld, and that's kind of it. Everything else is not even in the game. I've recently seen a video from the voice actor of Kuza from Yakuza 0. The man literally looks like a Yakuza family lieutenant. Maybe he was Yakuza. Who knows? Lame stream. I hope you turn be dawned we. Good talk. Good talk. Also, I appreciate it. I really try to like min-max the lameness of my streams, you know. It's a really hard thing to do. Everybody tries to make like entertaining stuff, but have you ever tried to make something lame? Like there's this like fine line between awful and just mediocre, and like nobody knows how to hit that mediocre sweet spot, you know. I've been really honing in that skill for years now. So I'm glad you're taking notice of it, you know. Took me a while to get there. Oh shit. Oh my god, Waluigi, where are you going? Don't clip through the ground. Not now. Hup. Epic. But that also means we'll have to find something. We'll probably play, Super Mario 64 Star Road, which is another interesting looking ROM hack. When you try to make something lame or mediocre on purpose, it just becomes funny. Yeah, exactly. This is why it is that sweet spot. That place everybody wants to be at. Yeah. Ow. Not time hitting them with a hope core response. Oh, that's my favorite thing to do. Like, I'm really hard to, like, piss off. Or to bully. Because I just rage bait you back. Or to kind of jab you with something, you know. I'm kind of immune to that stuff. YouTube has really made me immune to like bullying or like mean comments or like boo. I really don't care. I really don't care. I really just don't care. It's the funniest shit to me. And usually I kind of hope core them, yeah. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. It's like, oh, this is not what I wanted. I wanted him to get mad or annoyed. Like, yes. Mwah, get reverse rage baited. Fucking idiot. As they would say in the UK. Fucking idiot. Now, if we were playing Zelda, I would shoot those crystals with a bow. But where is Click Clock Wood Winter? Oh, that was where we just were. But where's Jolly Roger Bay and Womp's Fortress? I don't think we have much to explore at this point. I think we're kind of done with this ROM hack. Well, except if I tried to beat that one level, I failed at 100 times, but I looked at what else is ahead, and that's never gonna happen. Whoop. Already got up that. Got the star there. Or Jinky. Fuck off. You horrendous. I know what's happening. What is it? Those extra levels are from when you played it normally. Is it? Well, except for the snow, except for Click Clock Wood Winter, but Because that is where we just were. That was Click Clock Wood. But it could be from when we played it normally, yeah. Some of this stuff. I have no idea. It's the same save file. Yeah, true. Wait. Okay. Stop hosting. Oh, stop hosting. Yeah. Host. Ah, yeah. Mods. Yeah, WarioWare, but personal star counter, Star Road. Star Road is also one we're gonna play. Wait, I could also play this as Dry Bones? Because now I'm... What do I have activated? I need to select another model. Knockback strength, normal, classic. Bubble on death, the amount of players back. Player. Wario, Mario, Luigi, Toad. Toad, please. Palette. Will be a purple Toad. I like that. If you want dry bones, you gotta activate extra character plus. Do I? Character select, extra character plus, Koopa Kid, Monty Mole, just everything. We'll activate everything. Back, options, player. Waluigi, Wario, Mario, Luigi, Toad. Oh. Character select 2. Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, your character select. Huh? I want to play as, like, Dry Bones. You do it in the server in the start menu. Oh. Okay. So what if I do this?
Dear Mario.
Oh, now it just starts SM64.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Dr.Wily like Dawned Wii U and Summer fan. He favorite YouTuber to watch. Who's that? Who is that? Dawned Wii. Oh, that's an actual YouTuber. Interesting channel, to say the least. Also crazy how this channel got like 50k subs. Also, a lot of the same short. I know how this works. I don't want actually to play SM64. Stop hosting. Yes. Yeah, everybody, I think we're gonna end the stream. I think we're kind of done. We don't have much to do in the ROM hack that I had. Next ROM-hack will be Star Road, which will hopefully be better. Like longer. That one was very short. I didn't expect it to be so short. Lovelies, thank you all so much for coming to the stream. Be on the lookout this weekend. New video. Members get it. Well, only Massive Legend members get it a day early. Not anybody else. Whoops. Next week, Pokemon for sure, because we were on a roll with that. We'll probably continue Master of Time. I'm going to look into whether there's like a way to continue that. And we're probably going to play Star Road. Probably with Dio. Or like one of the game mode stuff with Dio. Like a number of game modes. Wait, what the fuck? Why did I pay this? Well, that money is going to be real the heck back. Thank you all so much for coming. You lovely, lovely people. I hope to see you all next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 8 p.m. to 11. Started 3.5 hours ago, but I'm quitting now. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, be sure to keep an eye out for the video. Because it will be a myth-busting video with the stream footage. So you might actually be in the vid. Or at least you sending messages in the vid. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And even though this was a bit of an all-over-the-place distracted stream, I'll be honest. But I still hope you enjoyed. And it was interesting. Don't get scammed by chocolate banker workers. I won't. And I hope to see you all next week. Alright? Cool.